Yeah, like it was like doing this smoking.
Oh, I was.
Yeah, I can tell. The profiling is different when it's a little hotter. You know, so when you're going fast, like right here, you're going about the right speed. You see how it looks? We got a different look to it than it does.
I'll tell you another thing right now when I work out is different because sometimes if I'm here like this right here, my app on here, I get stuck.
You get stuck. Exactly. So you want to try to
get a position because I get a way how I just come all the way here. So sometimes like here, I got stuck and I try to keep on going here. So I see my needle doing this.
Let me try something.
You know what I mean? Like I seen all this shit.
See, a long time I like to if you're in a spot where you know you're gonna be, like I know I can do here. You see how I'm gonna make sure I try to make sure I can do it before I even get started.
Okay.
So you can be at a pivot point. And most fabrication shops you get into, it's going to be a lot of getting uncomfortable, standing up, making sure you can do long weld because it's just going to be one pass.
So some gonna be long like this, right?
Yeah, long. Yeah, like you got to think if you welding on like for instance, they got dump trucks. That one place do dump trucks and trailers. Trailers are long, 20 foot, 30 foot, 40 foot trailers.
You ain't stopping and tying in then.
Yeah. You just doing a consistent beat, or you might have to stop after so long and then tap back in to finish the weld. But it's always a tie-in, a stop and start. You know what I mean? Because you can only go so far. You know what I mean? The tie-ins are not bad. I'm actually recording this video, and the title was "How to Weld in Arkansas." And here we know there's a lot of fabrication shops, a lot of ornamental shops, a lot of building parts, and it's a lot of MIG welding, MIG and welding. So this is the process that's really gonna change the game. But you just want to make sure you're comfortable. I'm gonna see if I can start here and come all the way down, just to see if I can start it all the way down. And see, sometimes when you put your arm on your knee, you can get stuck like this too.
Yeah,
so you gotta kind of watch yourself, and you might have to get uncomfortable. You like move, adjust it a little bit.
But if we talking about in the one motion, trying to do this and move at the same time,
you in the bag.
Shit, that's what happened right here. Guess it can't be done.
It can be done. But that's a cool thing. But you see, I was getting uncomfortable and I was trying to make it blend, but I just kept going. I never stopped. And that's a good pass.
So you did get uncomfortable.
Yeah, I did. I got uncomfortable like when I was getting up and about the center, and I kind of had to switch it a little bit, and I just kept going. You see when I switched a little bit, but I was in a position where it didn't really bother me a lot. So it didn't change a whole lot. Instead of me going over spots that were kind of big or had the gaps, so I had to slow down and kind of fill it in. I was trying to fill it in at one time. So I would try to do one consistent this long. Because literally, I had done one probably the front of a dump trailer probably 6 foot, like 6 foot. So just think like a 6 foot long beam. But I had to tie in. I can only go a 2 foot. Foot and a half at a time. And this is about a foot and a half. You know, almost 2 foot. It's about a foot and a half. So I get so much, I stopped, repositioned, tie in, kept going. But you're gonna have to do stuff like that, especially when it comes, like I say, fabrication shop, ornamental shop. But you got it though. You just want to kind of fine tune. But I wanted to show you that it can be done. But you see how tight the circle was, but I kept it moving forward though. You don't want to stay in that same, you don't want to put circles in the same spot. All you're doing is building it up. You want to keep them moving. That's why the circles is really like an ongoing circle. It ain't like this.
That's what I be thinking right
See what I'm saying? But you see how that's all cluttered up? You can't even see the circle, but you putting circles on top of circles.
That's what I was thinking.
You want to do it like this. And have the circles where you're not, you see how you got a little gap between the circles? Yeah, because when you do this, that weld is covering back over that side. That's how you get the ripples. You see what I'm saying? That's how you get the ripples because you go up.
It's just supposed to be like this right here. Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Yeah, and that's why the beam is so big and look at kind of But I'm glad I could dive in there and do that. That was a nice long. So now, you try to come right under there.
Yeah.
Right here at this toe, try to come right here. No matter what that looks like, try to come right there and do it consistently. And then, like I said, we're going to find some more. Start cutting up some more. But you're doing good, though. But the main thing, though, is to work on that consistent pattern. Hold up for a second. I'm going to dive into this fam a little bit and I'll show you what we're working on. But we're just working on some MIG welding. And I just did one concession lead. But we're working on him to actually fine tune it. But he's doing real well. And the MIG welding, the reason why I wanted to show this because MIG welding / flux core welding is where it's at, especially in Arkansas, because we're doing a lot of fabrication, ornamental stuff, even outside in the construction field. They're using flux core welding now. So stick welding is still an asset, but here in Arkansas, they are using MIG and flux core is a big manufacturing, fabrication, manufacturing product, ornamental stuff, you know. And that's why I wanted to show you both processes. My guy on this other end is working on flux. We're going to go down there and check him out here in a second. But I want to give you a realistic outlook of what you'll be facing when you're welding in Arkansas. There's a lot of MIG welding, flux core going on. And when you're doing the iron working welding is the stick welding process, 70-18 rod all the way out. Normally it's going to be one to 3 passes on most cases. Thanks for checking in, fam. Thanks for checking in.
So I got 2 clothes?
Nah, one bag. I don't know, it could be the see, sometimes you can hold the trigger the way you hold the trigger. You ain't holding it all the way. You see what I'm saying? So I done did that many times thinking I'm holding it, I'm like, what's the word? And I ain't got the trigger like, you know, it ain't, I want to hold it on the tight. But look at how you did it though. It looks good. You right on beside the other one, you tying in, everything is coming out, everything's coming good. So don't worry about the rest of this stuff. That's a small fix there. Yeah, you got it. That was a good consistent beat. Need to get it in, fam. Okay, thanks for checking in, retired welder. Thanks for checking in. He's just now diving into it at 42 years old. It's never too late to change your life, family. Never too late. Let's see what he did, fam. Let's check him out before we move.
Too much on it.
So you just stood too much on that one bead. That's it. The bead is good, just a little fat. So it just means you just need to move a little faster, just a little slow. That's it. Just speed it up a little bit. Fam, let's walk down here. We got our guy down here working on flux. He's getting everything set up, fine-tuned, so he can dive into this flux core. Getting the machine set up. And you see we got our new stand, our triangle engineering. So we got it all set up. He's about to get ready to do a test. And I really like this setup, man. So he's gonna do his overhead test. And been practicing on some 3/8, 2-inch angles. So to me, I think if you put them together, man, you're gonna have a nice little situation. We're gonna see what he's been doing. But you can be able to weld in 4 positions if you use that angle. I really like that 2-inch angle for those who practicing. Get that 2-inch angle. You can be able to do 4 positions: flat, horizontal, vertical, and overhead by using that 2-inch angle. And I like to say each machine is different because it is. Each machine is different. I have to check your settings on, depends on what you're working on. So this is a new machine, so I really like the setup, but each machine is different, especially if you dive into a lot of these fabrication shops and stuff. You might jump into and see a machine with no settings on there, just 2 knobs, maybe 3. But that's about it. But I wanted to give y'all go live and show you what we've been doing. Been teaching them, they getting it in. And like I say, here in Arkansas, flux core welding, MIG welding, I like to call it one gun with 2 different bullets in it. You know, MIG welding is one gun, you can do 2 different bullets just by changing your gas and your wire. And it's a great process I believe a lot of fabrication shops are using because they can do a lot of parts, equipment, trailers, dump trucks, beds. I mean, they can do a lot of stuff like that, so I think that's a plus. And as you see, look at the way they got that T-joint made. Woo! Looks pretty good from here. Woo! That was it. That's a nice roof panel. Woo! Not bad.
That's good enough.
Wasn't bad,
I'm
fam.
almost there.
You said I'm almost there.
1 or 2 more and I'll be ready for
You
that
said
over
1 or 2
10.
more, you ready to dive into it, get into the money. So I just want to give y'all some updates, but I do want to say for those who want to start welding in Arkansas, keep your mind on these processes right here. You know, you want to learn how to weld in four different positions, but you also want to learn how to weld butt joints, T-joints, lap joints, corner joints, and edge joints, because you're going to see stuff like this. And when you're dealing with the flux, like I say, you got the flux with the self-shielding wire, that's what this is. And then you got short circuit MIG, which is what he's using right now. And this is a push. And for those who don't know, you can drag short circuit MIG as well. And then you have the spray MIG, which they're doing this at a lot of fabrication shops, from 3/16 to 3/8 of an inch material. They'll do this spray or the post, depends on what kind of parts they're making. But this is what you're gonna run into. And then you got the self-shielded flux core, which is what he's working on. These are the common processes that's gonna dive into the money. Now, stick welding is here in Arkansas. It is here, but it rains a lot, there's a lot going on, but we do have a lot of outside construction going on. But to get to the bag though, fam, MIG welding is where it's at. If you want to get to the welding quick and fast and start making money, this is what they're doing right here. The MIG welding process, fam. So just wanted to give y'all a live update and let you know this is how you're gonna get to your money in Arkansas. Learn how to MIG weld. MIG/flux core. You get both of those down, family, you can change your life. Stick welding is something that you can get. There's nothing wrong with it. I have my stick welding cert, but for those who are beginners and want to dive into this thing quick, MIG welding is where it's at because you can kill several birds with one stone, literally. Let me see what you got. About.
Right now, I'm just going bead, stacking bead right here too.
Ain't nothing bad. Ain't nothing bad.
Just steady burning.
That wasn't bad. Yeah, just come back at this time. Yeah. That's all we doing. See, once you get the motion down and you get the pattern and the concept down, it don't matter what you welding on, you got it. But the main thing is getting your pattern down, getting the concept. Once you get that locked in, then we can transfer it over to anything. You know what I mean? But you got to get that part fine-tuned first.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
All right, stop. I see something you did. Now look, you was going on top of it, and that's what makes it bigger too, instead on the side of it.
So
you need to be here. Oh yeah, it's smoking. You need to be right there at the toe. You always want to go to the toe of that previous weld, not on the top of it. Because if you start on the top, it's gonna make it do that. It'll make it too big. Both. So family, just wanted to give y'all some updates. If you want to learn how to weld and you are in Arkansas, just keep that in mind. MIG and flux core is where it's at. MIG and flux core. If you want to do iron working welding, then you want to learn how to stick weld. Stick welding is always going to get you some money. But if you want to learn how to be a fabricator and take it to the field, because they're not doing flux core in the field too. On moment welds, they're using flux core. So it all depends on what company you're working for. But I will say this. In Arkansas, MIG welding/flux core is where the bag at. The next to it is the TIG and pipe and things like that. So just for those who need to dive into the field fast track, just keep in mind that MIG and flux core is where it's at. Get to it, fam. Like I love to say, action speaks louder than words, fam. Action speaks louder than words. We getting our HogOn. So, if you're in Arkansas, remember, these two processes right here, these two processes is a game changer. But this one, you're killing several birds with one stone. Don't get discouraged. You can learn this. It's not a hard process. But to fast track and get you into programs like that, at this one at the Goodwood Academy, it's 16-week program, so it's a fast track program. It's only Monday through Thursday, 4 hours a day, from 8 to noon or from 1 to 5. And our goal is to help people jump into the employment, to get them a better paying career. And learning how to do this process is where it's at, especially when if I only had to pick one. That's why I'm doing this video. A few people ask me, if they only had to pick one, which one would you pick? If I got to change my life, I'm trying to get some money, and I want to travel, and I want to go different places, no matter where you go, they're going to be doing MIG and flux core. And if you're thinking about staying outside, and you love this construction, just get both of these. If you get both of them, fam, you in there. You in there. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Y'all be blessed, fam. I just want to give y'all some live updates. Hey, we getting the HogOn.